colander on the rice, then water through the rice. This is Uncle Roger sad now.
Hello friends! By now you should be familiar with the satirical Uncle Roger and his outraged feelings over the egg fried rice recipe that was presented by Harsha Patel. When my friend Marissa sent me this video, my heart broke as I watched in horror how cooked rice was drained and rinsed. I couldn't get over it, and so does a lot of people. Rice is a perfect side dish for so many different meals and is so simple to cook. The foolproof way is owning a rice cooker. Just mix the rice grain and the water and set your rice cooker, and it should be ready in no time. However, for those of you who have limited countertop space like us, you can easily make rice using any pot. It is important to rinse your grains before cooking. This will remove surface starch, which can make cooked rice too gummy, and this will also prevent them from clumping. Now, for the water and rice ratio. To be honest, it depends on the type of grain. There are so many different kinds of rice out there. There's black, red, brown, and white to name a few. But I'll have to agree with Uncle Roger here, at least for the white rice.
Just use finger. You put rice, put water until finger. First join the finger. That's how you measure the water, not with British teacup. Hiya.
Don't ask me the how and the why. I'm sure there is no scientific explanation, but it does work every single time. Lastly, once the water comes to a boil, quickly reduce the heat and set it at low simmer until the water has been fully absorbed and the rice looks cooked and fluffy. Although Harsha almost gave me a heart attack with how she cooked the rice, let's not be too quick to judge until we try it. We began by prepping all the veggies we'll need for the egg fried rice. We used all of our recommendations except for the red bell pepper. Also, instead of grating the ginger, we roughly chopped it to add texture, and we substituted chives for the spring onions. Harsha recommended the basic water to rice ratio of 2 cups water to 1 cup of rice. This is just a guideline. It is still best to know the kind of grain you're using. Remember what I said about the different types of rice grain? After the water boils, lower the heat to a simmer and cook for about 10 more minutes. I still can't believe what I'm about to do next. I'll just let her tell you.
Okay, rice. We are looking good. Drain it. The rice has quite a lot of starch in it, which will make it a bit gloopy when you're stir frying it. So rinse it, and that will just keep the rice nice and light and fluffy.
We beat 2 eggs, cook scrambled, and set aside. In Harsha's video, she did this step before the rice was cooked, so just FYI. On high heat, we saute the onion, garlic, and ginger. You know that you are a legit Asian, grew up in an Asian household, or have really good Asian friends if you can smell this right now. Next, we add the rice. In her video, she immediately added the eggs and peas, which I couldn't do because I was so afraid it will turn into mush. The rice was still very wet. In Uncle Roger's video, he mentioned that Hersha did not use any MSG, and I wrongly assumed that she did not use any seasoning, which in fact she did add soy sauce to the fried rice. At this point in the recipe, her egg fried rice is cooked and ready. But as you can see, I'm still having trouble with mine since it's still very goopy. I needed to switch to chopsticks so that the rice doesn't clump and it'll be easier for me to stir fry. Despite my efforts, the final result was bland and goopy fried rice, very close to mush. It did kind of smell and look like fried rice, but did not taste like a good one. I'm not gonna let this go to waste. To save our dinner, I had to season it with salt and pepper, added a few more tablespoons of soy sauce, and tried to dry up the rice. I also added some chili garlic to add some spice.
Egg fried rice lady! Go follow her. Her shots are really good. She's a great presenter, really funny. But don't post anything mean on Instagram, alright? Otherwise, Uncle Roger will come for you.
He will come for you because whilst this guy's blown up like nobody's business, I've been trolled. I know how to. Okay, I'll just make a quick point.
Yes.
I was doing a job for the BBC presenting their recipes. I know how to cook rice, and that's all I'm saying about that.
And that's gonna be our next video.
Yeah.
Uncle Roger's next video is gonna be going to Hersha's place, and she's gonna show Uncle Roger how she actually makes rice the right way, the
And maybe
Indian
punch
way.
him in the face a few times.
Yeah, we can. We'll talk about that. Then agree to that.
These two are so much fun. They got together and are now planning to collaborate. Everyone makes mistakes, sometimes even the experts. The important thing is that we tried. Hopefully next time we will be better. I cannot wait for their recipe collaboration, and maybe that's something we can all try for next time. My advice: wash the grain, don't rinse the rice, and discover a new friend. I hope you find this episode very entertaining and learned something new. Thanks for stopping by. Talk soon.